Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to tackle one of the most controversial topics out there, and that's flat earth. It's a myth to me, and I'm sure it's a myth to a lot of people. There's a lot of information and misinformation that circulates about the shape of our planet, and in this video we're going to debunk some of the most common flat earth myths out there, and we'll use some scientific facts and evidences. It won't be as deep or as lengthy as you might think, but I'm just going to touch quickly on the subjects and explain what I think about them. So let's get started. Now, one of the most common arguments from flat earthers is that the horizon appears flat. Whether you are standing on the ground or looking out from an airplane, they claim that if Earth were truly a sphere, you would see a noticeable curve. Now, however, this perception is due to the sheer size of the Earth itself, and it's comparing to our limited field of view, it appears obviously flat to Earth. However, this perception is due to the sheer size of Earth compared to our limited field of view. Now, when you look at Earth from the horizon, you're seeing a tiny portion of the Earth's surface. But if you go higher, you see footage available, you can see videos available online, or from high altitude balloons, satellites, we can clearly see and observe the curvature. This is why astronauts, pilots who are flying at a high altitude, they consistently report seeing the curvature of the Earth. And it's all about perspective and the scale which we are observing things. Now, myth number 2, which is a popular one, is that ships don't disappear over the horizon because of the Earth's curvature, but rather due to perspective. Flat earthers argue that ships merely get too far to see. In reality, ships disappear hull first when they move away from us, which is a clear indicator of the curvature. If the Earth was flat, we would see the entire shape getting smaller uniformly, but that's not what happens. It's something called atmospheric refraction, and it can slightly affect how we see objects at a distance, but it doesn't amount for the full hull first disappearance. This is a classic example of how the curvature of the Earth becomes evident. Myth number 3, airplane routes make no sense on a globe. Flat earthers believe that, or they claim that certain airplane routes only make sense on a flat Earth map. For example, flights between southern hemisphere continents, they supposedly take strange routes. But when we look at these routes on a globe, we see that they follow what are known as great circle routes, the shortest path and 2 points on a sphere. These routes are used to save time and fuel, and they make perfect sense on a spherical Earth. This is why we see flights that seem longer on a flat map, but they actually make more sense and are more direct and efficient on a globe. Myth number 4, gravity doesn't exist. Some flat earthers argue that gravity doesn't exist and the objects fall due to density and buoyancy. They believe that denser objects simply fall because they are heavier. Gravity is a fundamental force that attracts objects towards the center of the Earth. It's what gives us weight and keeps the atmosphere around our planet. Experiments such as the Cavendish experiment have measured gravitational attraction and confirmed its existence. Density and buoyancy explain why objects float or sink in fluids, but gravity is the underlying force that pulls everything towards the Earth. Myth number 5, the Antarctic ice wall. Now, flat earthers believe that there's an enormous ice wall surrounding Antarctica that prevents people from falling off the edge of the Earth. In reality, Antarctica is a continent. It's covered by a massive ice sheet. The Antarctic Treaty System protects the region for scientific research, and numerous expeditions have explored it thoroughly. Satellite imagery and data from these expeditions reveal that Antarctica is a landmass and it's not a barrier. The idea of an ice wall is a misinterpretation of the continent's ice-covered geography. To sum up, we've looked at several common flat earth beliefs, and we've used scientific evidence and logical reasoning to explain why what's what, and it's important to approach such claims with a critical mind and seek out credible sources. If you found the video helpful, please leave a comment and share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content.